So as you saw with the title of the video, JJ Redick is making people look stupid, and I'm one of them. Listen, I've always had a complicated relationship with JJ Redick. The one thing I really couldn't stand about him was his opinions about old school basketball and how they always seemed biased towards this current era. With that being said, I never questioned his knowledge for the game of basketball. And honestly, me and my editor really enjoy listening to his podcast and was always sending each other clips. And before he became the Lakers head coach, I was on record saying he would be a pretty good coach in the NBA. But I gotta admit, I didn't expect him to be this good this quickly. If you've been following this channel for a while, then you know that I've been a pretty frustrated Laker fan, like many Laker fans around the world, for the last couple of years. And this offseason was especially brutal, as it seemed like Jeanie Buss and Rob Pelinka were not making any of the creative decisions whatsoever, and just gave the keys of the franchise completely to LeBron James. So the fact that I, as a Lakers fan, am very happy just a few games into the regular season is incredibly stunning. But I think it all goes back to the job that JJ Redick is doing. Let's be clear, any Laker fan who's been paying attention for the last couple of seasons know that the bar was set extremely low by Darvin Ham, as he was absolutely horrible with determining starting lineups, with figuring out rotations, and oftentimes, when he had a challenge in front of him, his response would often be like, well, what can you do? Might as well pray. That's why that Darvin Ham with his hands in his pockets meme really became a thing. The guy seemed lost out there out on the court, and sometimes he was in the Lakers huddle just saying things that didn't even make sense.
Don't settle. Go hard on them dudes. Everybody's trying to play the right way. Salute.
So now JJ Redick being in there, knowing how to actually coach and execute, is a breath of fresh air for most of us Laker fans. I was even shocked at the way they handled the Bronny James situation. I was actually impressed. Yes, Bronny isn't good enough to be an NBA player if it wasn't for his father. We all know this. With that being said, it was still pretty cool to see a father and son out on the court together, even if it was a bit manufactured. The thing is, I didn't expect LeBron to give the green light to go ahead and send Bronny to the G League. That is the right decision. He's a young kid who needs time to develop and needs time to build his confidence. I get that LeBron is one of the most polarizing athletes in sports history. But regardless of your feelings about LeBron James, you gotta be rooting for his son. He's a young kid who's been under a magnifying glass and who's been receiving scrutiny throughout most of his basketball playing days. And again, whatever you think about his father, whether it be his decision, whether it be his load managing or flopping, whatever, I know there's a lot of people who don't like LeBron. Bronny James is his own person, and I gotta say, I'm rooting for the kid, and I'm just glad to see that JJ Redick and LeBron had the maturity to do the right thing, put him in the G League, and let him develop. But again, let's get back to the job that JJ Redick is doing. For a while, us Laker fans have been begging for LeBron to hand the reins over to Anthony Davis and officially crown him as the leader and go-to guy of this team. And holy crap, it looks like it's actually happening. I get we're only a few games into the regular season, but at the time I'm recording this audio, he's leading the NBA in scoring. The Lakers are extremely well balanced, as guys like Rui, Austin Reeves, and D'Angelo Russell are all getting theirs. Even Dalton Knecht is looking pretty solid, proving himself to be a shooter that we need. From what I'm seeing on the court, the Lakers have a very balanced scoring attack, as 5 of their players are averaging in the double digits. And the best part is that every single one of these guys has their roles clearly defined. Historically, that has always been a consistent truth with the best teams in the NBA. They know who they are, they know what their jobs are, and they have a strong sense of identity, something that was always lacking during Darvin Ham's tenure. If you look at LeBron James, this season, he's averaging the second fewest minutes of any season in his NBA career, and that is a credit to Redick as well, as he is doing a good job of splitting up the minutes and delegating responsibilities. I'm also just impressed when you see him talking with the media and when you see him talking with the players. The guy just has this aura of confidence, and although I did believe he was going to be a great head coach, I didn't think he would look like this much of a natural as a rookie head coach. But again, this is what a lot of his friends and peers were saying behind the scenes, that this guy is a natural. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be thinking that I'm overreacting to all of this, seeing that we're only a few games into the regular season. But with that being said, the Lakers have a 3-1 record, and they actually started off this regular season with the best start the Lakers franchise has had since the 2010 to 2011 season, and that was the year that they were the defending back-to-back champions, led by Kobe Bryant and, that's right, Phil Jackson. The Lakers' head coaching position has been a revolving door ever since Phil left, and no coach has managed to get off to this good of a start until JJ Redick showed up. Now, at the time I'm recording this audio, the Lakers are actually the 20th best team in the entire league in three-pointers made early into this season. But with that being said, they're 4th overall in points per game, which tells us that they're not just this team that's spamming three-point shots inefficiently, but they are executing well offensively. The major test is coming up, as we have to see how they're going to get through this massive 5-game road trip. But the teams they've taken out so far, being the Minnesota Timberwolves, Phoenix Suns, and Sacramento Kings, are all teams that are capable of making the playoffs in the stronger Western Conference. So it's nothing to sleep on. So some of you might be wondering, what's the point of this video? Is this just a JJ Redick glazing session? Well, partially. I want to bring attention to just how good of a job he's doing, but I also want to bring some of the frustrated Lakers' eyes back to this team and let you guys know that, hey, there's actually something pretty cool happening with this squad. Because he might just be LeBron's buddy, and sure, he did a podcast with him, and it's still yet to be seen if he can put LeBron in check and if James is going to respect him when the going gets rough. Remember, LeBron's the same guy that didn't like Eric Spoelstra and even looked like he was visibly trying to get him fired. So earning and keeping LeBron's respect is no easy task. But as they say in sports, winning cures everything. And as things currently stand, the Lakers are doing a lot of that. And any Laker fan who's been watching them over the last few years can tell you that this feels different. The Lakers aren't just playing bad teams and lucking out into victories, but they're executing, they're communicating, they're playing intelligently, and they just have a better energy about them. So now I'm curious to hear your guys' feedback. What do you guys think about the situation in Los Angeles? Do you think this honeymoon phase is coming to an end? Or do you think that this is just a sign of things to come? Also, let me know, just how far do you think this team will get? I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.